बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। दोस्तों, friends, brother and sister, we're going to say about commentary of 43 to 49 of Surah AL-BAQARAH. Prayer and purifying alms, Zakah, have always been among the most important pillars of the Islamic faith. Like other prophets, the prophets of Israel laid down great stress upon them. The Jews had, however, become very negligent about these duties. Congregational prayer and had all but ceased among them. In fact, a great majority of the Jews did not perform prayer even individually. They had also not only ceased to pay purifying alms, but some had even gone so far as to make their living out of interest. Imam Ahmad reported that Abu Wali said, while I was riding behind Usamah, he was asked, why not advise Usamah? He said, do you think that if I advise him, I should allow you to hear it? I advise him in secret, and I will not start something that I would hate to be the first to start. I will not say to a man, you are the best man, even if he was my leader. After that, I heard from the messenger of Allah. They said, what did he say? He said, I heard him say, a man will be brought on the day of judgment and thrown in the fire. His intestines will fall out and he will continue circle, pulling them behind him. Just as like donkey goes around the pole, the people of the fire will go to that man and ask him, what happened to you? Did you not use to command us to do righteous acts and forbid us from committing evil? He will say, yes, I used to enjoin righteousness, but refrained from performing righteousness, and I used to forbid you to perform from evil, while I myself did it. That is it. They feel difficulty in keeping to righteousness. The remedy lies and resorting to prayer and patience. From these two attributes, they will drive the strength needed to follow their system. To keep oneself tied down, it donates the willpower, the firm resolve, or the control over animal desires, which enables man to advance along the path of his choice. The path that satisfies his heart and conscience in other disagree, for the temptations within and of all obstacles and oppositions without. The purpose of this directive is to urge man to develop this quality and to reinforce it from the outside by means of prayer. This means the prayer is an insufferable incumbrance and efficiency for the man who tends not to want to obey God and to believe the afterlife. For the man who of his own valuation has to stand before God after death, it is failure to perform the prayer, rather than its performance that becomes intolerable. This refers to that period of human history when of all nations only the children of Israel possessed that knowledge of truth which comes from God alone. At that time, they were entrusted with the task of directing the nation of the world to right honors were expected to serve God and to invite the rest of the world to do the same. A major reason for the degradations of the Israelites was the corruption of their beliefs about the after-death, since they were related to those venerable saints and pures, men who had dedicated themselves entirely to the service of God in the past. They would be forgiven by the grace of those great men. They believed that once they had bound themselves firmly to those men of God, it would become impossible for God to punish them. Such false reliance made them negligent of true religious piety and immersed them in a life of sin and wickedness. Hence, as well as remaining the children of Israel of God, favor upon them, it was necessary to refute all the false ideas which they cherished. From here, one through the several sections that follow, reference is made to the best. We have rendered al-Firawn as Firawn's people. This includes the members of the Pharaonic family as well as the aristocracy of Egypt. The test was whether they should emerge from the circle of persecutions as pure gold or as murderers. The test also play in whether or not, after their miraculous difference from so great a calamity, they would become grateful servants of God. So friends, at the end, Allah Hafiz.